that sometimes people don't recognize. When a person does not know any type of combative art, they're going to just go to just pure aggression. This particular video, you see this guy has a machete and he's coming at his opponent wild and crazy. More often than not, that's what it's gonna be. And we have this high-low drill because the idea is that I can hit high. Most people are gonna swing high or they're gonna swing low, right? And so that's just probably a little bit of us learning how to deal with that, is swinging high and swinging low, right? Then we start adding in this kind of rocking motion. So if you watch us, we're moving back and forth. He comes forward, I move back. And this is how we teach how to start this breaking in and breaking out movement. Now the idea is that as he's swinging wild from left to right, I can move in and then I can come back. So I'm learning how to get my body adjusted to that kind of movement. Then if I need to, I can also take a step. Now we've seen where we work in our drills this kind of open triangle, right? This open triangle where I start at the top, I step back, and then I come back, and then I go the other way, and then I go back and forth. So this idea of moving back and shooting in is really what we're trying to gain out of that. How do I move back and in? And you see that I don't know if the other guy knew something, but he definitely was kind of doing this motion, and if that was natural, that's amazing. If it's not natural, then it also works, right? Because that means he's trained that skill, and now you got a guy swinging a live machete at you, and he was able to use it and work it. So when you look here, if he's swinging, you see the guy swing, he moved back, and then he came back, guy swung again, he moved back. And then he started getting his range and seeing that the guy was overextended. He was over-exaggerating his swings. So once he felt comfortable and the guy over-exaggerated, he came and whacked. And that was the first time. Now the guy was hesitant in the second series where he thought about, should I throw that again? So he went to throw and he hesitated and then he backed up a little bit. And then this guy was here, and then he swung, missed, and the guy, boom, knocked him out, right? And I don't know if he killed him or if he knocked him out or what he had in his hand, but he definitely did some major damage to the guy, and he took him out. So this idea of practicing this out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. And now you can add angles to that. Angles, boom. I can switch feet, and I can practice this idea of moving out and whack, right? And that would be my counter strike. So it doesn't take much. You don't have to be a rock star to figure out if this guy's swinging. If I move too far out, then he just keeps following up with swings and chasing me down, right? If I move just enough, whoa, boom, I can come right back and then take him out on my counter strike, right? And the idea is, how do I follow up with a counter strike instead of letting him continue to go and keep striking? And that's just a tidbit of knowledge. And you would learn that here in our FCS Kali class. Is one of the things we work on. The stick represents obviously a stick, but it can also represent a machete or some sort of bladed weapon, and me learning how to use my body and move my body in a way that's advantageous for me and disadvantageous for him, my opponent. Come train with us.